begin. She break it down real, never play pretend. Take heed to the message, let's through the lens. She built from the stars, turned all them L's and twists to Mars. Ain't here to preach, just here to relate. She never felt in the traps, now she shifts in the fate. Every slip was set up for her. Next prize, got your port juice with a joke on the side. No filth, no fluff, just soul and mix. Every story got a gem, every laugh got a fix. She where you at from heartbreak to hustle, from crying in the dark to finding the muscles. So if you watch it, man, open your ears, cause the realest lessons come wrapped in them tears. Take heed to the message, you gon' feel inspired. Real talk, no cut, just the truth and life. She been through the fire, now she see that flame. Laugh through the pain, but she still got game. Everyday life with a twist and a grin. 10 true jokes where the hill begin. She break it down real, never play and pretend. Take heed to the message, lessons through the lens. She said how it is, no shook, no mess. Life goes to a love, but it's all from the last. It's life uncut with a side to grace. She a voice in your ear when the world's in your face. So laugh if you want, cry if you need. But one thing for sure, keep gon' take. Cause she been through the mess, now she blessed in the crowd. With truth in the chest, and the head still proud.
Truth is in the chest and the hair is still proud. Oh my God. Shout out to Corey Joe 1000 Watts Radio, baby. We got a heavy discussion this morning, y'all. Okay? And I'm sorry, I was on Color People Time today. Okay? Please forgive me for the lateness. Okay? Please forgive me. Now, the title of this foolery today, okay? Because, shout out to Ace Metaphor. You understand? Shout out to Ace Metaphor. Okay? Shout out to Ace because he always have amazing content. Shout out to Ace because it's always some woman getting up there asking for the most craziest advice in the world. And so we sit there and we listen to this nonsense. So the title of this foolery this morning, okay, now first let me just explain something to you. First let me just say this to you, okay? Happy 4th of July, baby, okay? Happy 4th of July. I'm not one of those content creators that be like, oh yeah, yeah, it's their holiday. No, baby, this is my holiday too. I celebrate 4th of July, okay? Yes, as I celebrate Juneteenth, I celebrate 4th of July too. Okay, so the grill is already clean from yesterday. Me and my king done already tackled. Well, I didn't tackle the grill. Let me not lie. Okay, he tackled the grill. We tackled the meat together. Okay, the meat and everything, seasoned everything last night. Okay, so I'm not one of those content creators that be like, oh, I don't celebrate 4th of July. I celebrate 4th of July. Okay, I celebrate 4th of July. Yes, I do. Okay, just want to share that with y'all. Okay, yes, I celebrate it. Okay, yes, I'm a melanated woman and I celebrate 4th of July. Yes, I do. Our family celebrates it. Okay, happy Independence Day to everybody. Okay, now the title of this foolery is Modern Woman Asks Ace for Advice. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Ace Metaphor, okay? Modern woman asks Ace Metaphor for advice on how to manipulate her husband. So she can keep her side dude. Ain't that some shit? To go in front of a whole audience and ask a content creator, how do I manipulate my husband into keeping my side dude? When I think I done heard it all out of all the years that God has given me life, when I think I have heard it all, nope, I ain't hear it all. I ain't hear it all. It gets worse as I get older. You understand what I'm saying? It get worse as I get older. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to y'all? Please let me know if you can hear me well. Let me know if the audio is clear. If the video is clear as well. You understand? As old, the more I get, the more God is giving me days on this earth, I be thinking I have heard it all. Do you hear me? But it gets worse. It gets worse as I get older. Like y'all come up with the most craziest stuff. How do you go to a room full? Thank you so much, everybody. How do you go to a full room of people and ask, how do I manipulate my husband? She didn't say manipulate. She said, how do I get my husband so I can keep my side dude? When I think I have heard it all, y'all. Oh my God. When I think I have heard it all, y'all. Oh my God. Do you hear me? When I saw this, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So we're going to discuss that foolery today. Now, if you don't know who I am, okay? If you don't know who I am, all right? Okay? If you don't know who I am, that's okay, baby. Okay? That's okay. You understand? I'm not famous yet. Okay? I'm not famous yet. Okay? If you don't know who I am, that's all right. My show is called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen. All right? Which the word Abang, the words Abang Anwa is coming from my husband. And he has deemed me queen. Okay? So let's get into the foolery today. Okay? I see my raggedy hair tie is like leaning to the side a little bit. I don't know why. I thought I wrapped it correctly. Okay. We're going to have to run with that today. Okay? Now listen. Good morning to everybody that is in the chat, baby. Okay? I see Steven, Tracy. Okay? Who else we got in here? 18. What's up, baby? Okay. Tracy, I greeted you. Mm-hmm. Okay, who else we got? Joseph, how you doing? The Official, how are you? Let's see who else we got. Mm-hmm. Karma, I see Karma too. How you doing? Let's get into the foolery today, okay? Let's get into the nonsense. Greeting everybody. Drew, how are you? Sam, what's going on? Let's get Time. What's up, baby? What's going on, Time? Let's get into the foolery. Let's get into foolery this morning, y'all. I'm tired. I'm not going to even sit here and tell you no lies. When I heard this yesterday, I was like, this is... we're going straight to the content. We're going straight to the content. You understand? Here we go. Here we go, y'all.
If you got time, watch this.
She had the audacity to say this.
I've been married for more than 15 years.
Congratulations.
15 years.
I have been in a side relationship that my husband recently found out about. How can I convince my husband to let me keep the side dude?
Well, first of all, he shouldn't. You need to change that convince word to manipulate.
Ooh.
We're not gonna play those games right now. You took a vow. You took vows. You stood before God or whatever it is you believe in and said that you were going to love this man. It's sickness and through health, for rich and for poor. You said that you committed whenever you took that vow. You committed to be there even in the hard times, even in the times where you were not fully emotionally fulfilled. You still took on that position to say that I'm going to have those conversations. I'm going to communicate. I'm not going to breach the trust in this marriage. You lack marital integrity. And if you lack marital integrity, you lack integrity as a person as well. So my next point to make is the audacity must be on sale right now for you to be able to say, how can I convince my husband, a man at that? convince my husband to let me still have a side relationship as if I did not betray this man, as if I did not hurt this man, as if I did not dishonor this man, as if I did not disrespect this man. And you want to ask for something, you want to ask for what it seems like more of a favor because it's only going to work in your favor. It's nothing that is going to work for him. I don't like when we play these games like this. You entered into what you two believe was a monogamous agreement, and you made it a polyamorous thing. You did. Let me tell you something else that you did. Let's talk about the lack of responsibility. I'm gonna tell you one more thing because I'm sure some other panelists have something to say. This is the problem that I have. Whenever you open up your marriage to something that somebody else did not consent to, if your side piece has depression or anxiety, anything like that, there's a spiritual exchange that takes place when you go sleep with somebody else that you now have invited into your home. So part of the reason why your marriage is not happy is because you were lusting over the fence to begin with. You invited that into your marriage. You corrupted your home. The best thing for you to do, because he does have the right to leave you, the best thing that you could do, the responsible thing you can do, is either end that relationship on the side or leave that man alone and let somebody else find him.
Amen. Amen. Now that was Kitty. Just like, now listen, Kitty was the one who sliced and diced her up there on that stage. Shout out to Kitty, okay? Because this is the thing, okay? When you correct melanated women like this, they immediately get upset, okay? They immediately get upset. And then they run around talking about the audacity. The audacity is that you came there. All the women in the audience like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, the audacity is that you came there and asked a question like that. How do I talk to my husband? Ace said, what? Then Kitty said, you mean manipulate. You want to know how you manipulate your husband into keeping your side dude. This is the thing, my sisters. I want to explain something to you. When some of y'all, and I like what Kitty said, when you go out into the world, right, okay, some of y'all be wanting to know why your life be messed up so much. It's because you are racking up demons. Is that nasty? Who said that? Who said that? Yeah, I said it. When you going out into the world and you're sleeping around and doing nonsense, you're racking up demons. So if you are married and you going out into the world and you're doing foolery, okay? You're doing foolery. You're passing that, but JJ, like the collection plate, what do you think you're racking up? You're racking up demons. You bringing these demons into the house with you. Do you understand? Listen to me. Take heed does not condone the husband cheating. I don't condone the wife cheating. And I always tell you, even when the husband cheat, find out why. Find out why, because you don't want this thing to follow you into the next relationship that you want to get into in the future. But remember, healing needs to occur. Healing needs to occur. This is the uncomfortable truth. A lot of y'all believe that when you doing wrong, okay, you go out to social media. This is what a lot of y'all do. You're doing wrong in your marriage or in your relationship. You go out to social media so you can get validation. How many of y'all? How many of y'all? How many of y'all? You doing nonsense in your life and you come to social media to get validation so people could get in here. Yeah, that's right, girl. He wasn't treating you right, this and that. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. And then the woman comes out. This is the ball. This is the drop. This is, how can I say this? This is the bar, okay? That they always come out with, okay? This is the bar that they drop, okay? It'd be a nonsense bar, but this is the bar that they drop. He was a good man, but you know what? It's okay to just leave a good man. He was a good man, but it's okay to leave a good man. And some of y'all think that ish made sense right there. That's right. It's okay. It's okay to leave a good man. That y'all believe that ish makes sense. One of the Caucasian women came up on social media. She was like, yeah, I was married for like 10 years. And you know what? I just decided I wanted to be happy. And then she said, ladies, just let this be the norm. That even when you have a good man, it's okay to leave him. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Tracy, thank you, baby, for the $10 super chat. Okay, Shay, what's up, baby? Okay, it's okay to leave him. No, it's not. No. Drew said misery loves company. No, it's not. It's not. That's right, Drew. That's right, Drew. No, it's not. That doesn't make sense, baby. I wish I was in her live. I would have told her, baby, that didn't make sense what you said, baby. You know, sometimes you got to talk to them like they children. Baby, that don't make sense, baby. You came and told mama some foolery. That don't make sense, baby. Oh, my God. So now, listen. She thought she was coming there to get some validation for the shit she was doing, okay? She thought the girls were gonna ride with her and everything. Kitty didn't give, I think it's Kitty didn't give them time to ride with her. Kitty ate her up for breakfast and threw away everything into the trash, honey. Kitty ate her up and threw everything into the trash after she was finished. Okay? Shout out to Kitty. I don't care what none of y'all say when y'all be talking about her, oh, she's this, she's that. I don't give a damn what y'all say about that woman. But I'm going to share something with you. She the straight up truth. She the straight up truth. See, y'all don't like women like that get in here and tell you you have lost your ever-loving mind to do that to your husband. When you hold women accountable, they immediately start crying. Okay? They immediately start crying. When I heard this, I was like, where do they do that at? I am going to a content creator show, okay? And I'm asking him, how do I manipulate my husband into keeping my side dude? Okay? Her husband found out she got a side dude. Now she's saying, how do I manipulate my husband into keeping my side dude? Take heed to the message does not support violence. I don't support violence. But baby, some of the nonsense that y'all say just blows my mind. It blows my mind. Some of the nonsense that y'all come to social media and say. Okay? And I'm going to share something with you. I don't care how close of a relationship that you have with Yahweh. Let's be clear. Let's be clear, because I'm tired of y'all using Yahweh for this. I don't care how close of a relationship you have with Yahweh. When your wife steps out of her marriage, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Because women, we get in here, we act like, you understand? We act like we men, okay? We act like we men. Take heed does not condone husbands cheating either, okay? But let's be clear. The husband, okay? The husband will say because he has a relationship with Yahweh. Some of y'all brothers, and it breaks my heart. because y'all have a relationship with Yahweh, you can forgive your wife and move on. There's nothing wrong with forgiveness. Taki will tell you there is nothing wrong with forgiveness. You are supposed to forgive, okay? But you also supposed to protect your peace. Let's understand that. You also supposed to protect your peace, my brothers. Do you understand? So now, do you know what it takes for a woman to come out her marriage? Let's be clear, because some of y'all don't understand what it takes for a woman to come out her marriage. Let's be clear. Some of y'all don't know what it takes for a woman to come out of her marriage. When a woman comes out of her marriage, that means the man that she's sleeping with had captured her mind. How many times have I said that to you? For a woman to sleep with another man, he had to put the work in to capture her mind. Once you capture a woman's mind, the body will follow. Just like that. Just like that. This is why I take heed, tell y'all, be mindful of your DMs. Be mindful of who you talk to on the phone. Be mindful of the relationship you have outside of your marriage. Because once a man can capture your mind, he got that body. He got that body. This is why when women cheat on their husbands and the husband take them back and the woman say, I'm not going to do it no more. I promise, she crying, this and that. I'm not going to do it no more. She's crying because, not because of the shit she did. She crying because you caught her. That's why she's crying. So what happens is, once everything died down, everything is calm in the house, y'all done went back to lovey-dovey, that's when she gonna start going out doing nonsense. You understand what I'm saying? That's when she gonna go back and start doing the same nonsense. Because since that man captured her mind, she's going to listen to him when he calls her. That means you that captured her mind in the beginning, that capture is gone. That link y'all have is gone. Do you understand? This other man captured her mind. He has her. This is why I say to y'all, be careful, okay? Be careful. Hi, Rose. Rosa, how are you, honey? Be careful of the foolery that you do, especially on social media, especially at work. Be mindful of the foolery that you do. This woman is asking for advice on how to keep her side dude. And all the women in the audience is like, oh yeah, let me find out the information he's giving her so I can do the same shit. And Kitty ate that behind up for breakfast. Shout out to Kitty. I want y'all to hear this foolery because this is really the breakdown of women who leave their husband. Their husband ain't done no wrong. I want you to hear this. This is the real breakdown of women who disgrace their husbands and they jump up and say, I want to be happy, and divorce their husbands. Okay, let's be clear. They divorce their husbands and then they find out the grass is not always greener on the other side. Okay? Yes, they find out the grass is not always greener on the other side. Drew, come on, Drew, now. Come on, Drew, now. I see you in the chat, my brother. Come on now. Here we go. Here we go. Listen to this. Listen to what this woman said. Check this out right here.
It's been 10 months since my divorce was official, and my ex is getting married today. I honestly didn't think it would be a hard day. You know, the divorce was not easy. It was not expected, but I don't know why. I didn't think it would be hard. I wasn't feeling anything leading up to it. But, my baby, yesterday when I dropped him off with his dad, he was excited for the party. He loves his new stepmom.
This is why you don't divorce people. This is why you take your vows seriously. You know, I don't get it. I really don't personally, man. You know, there are women out here that think the grass is greener. They'll divorce their husbands 5 years later. They're crying about it. Oh, I miss him. I miss how sweet he was. Because they think there's this side out there that they're not going to find. They'll find it for 5 minutes, and then they're going to want to go back to what was actually comfortable. It's a cold game out here, fellas. I'm telling you, one of the most important choices we're going to make in life is the woman that we choose to be with. Take that choice very seriously. Please. You don't want to end up in bad hands. I promise.
So when I heard this, I immediately did this. That's right. That's right. That's right. I immediately clapped for this man. This was a Caucasian woman. Because what y'all do is late in the midnight hour, you wait and start thinking, I'm not happy in my marriage. And so now you divorce this man, and he goes and take time to heal. Okay? He goes and takes time to heal. Okay? And now he's getting married. So what she said, her divorce happened 10 months ago. So that means they probably been separated before then. Okay? Because you got to be separated, I think, at least 18 months. Okay? So you got to be in different homes for 18 months and not had sexual contact. Why am I saying that? Take Key understands, because I was divorced when my first marriage, I was 19 years old. So I remember the judge asking me that 18 months, you cannot have any contact between each other. Physical contact. You know, laying of the hands. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Getting in here doing the horizontal boogie. Okay? So, that means her and her husband been separated. He done took time to heal. Oh, it depends on what state. Okay, 18. Thank you, honey. So, he done took time to heal. And now what is he doing? Because this man is a husband. There are some men who are meant to be husbands. Do you hear me? And so they are ready for the game. They are ready to jump into the main event. Okay? And so her husband was like, this is not, single life is not for me. That's not what it is for me. She wants to be single, okay. But you know what, my dear? All you did was help him find his true missing rib. That's all you did. So kudos to you, baby. Kudos to you for finding out you thought he wasn't going to make it. Some of y'all devastate your families because you thought never would have made it. You thought he wasn't going to make it. Some of y'all destroy your families because you thought he wasn't going to make it. You thought he wasn't going to get through, but he showed you, I'm going to make it. Some of y'all, you break these men. You break these men. You break them. Some of y'all get the man that is doing his best. The man that is handling his business. The man that loves his family. That's going to work and taking care of everything. The man who is trying to make ways out of no ways. Do you understand? And then when y'all get him, you unhappy. You think you supposed to be, marriage is supposed to be an adventure every day. Marriage is not an adventure every day. Sometimes you have mellow times. Sometimes you have calm times, sometimes you have joyous times, sometimes you have amazing times, all that in one, okay? And so some of y'all miss the act of duty. Some of y'all don't understand that the act of duty of being a wife and a husband. Some of y'all don't understand that. That's why it's hard for y'all to understand that marriage is seasons. Marriage goes around like seasons. Y'all think everything is supposed to be perfect. Nothing is supposed to go wrong. You ain't never supposed to go through nothing. You ain't never supposed to see no rainy days. You ain't never supposed to be seeing no sad days. Where were you born? You know what I'm saying? Were you born on earth? Because for you to believe that shit, you have lost your mind. Okay? You have lost your mind, baby. And so this woman here, now she's talking about, I'm coming to the realization, okay? I'm coming to the realization that, you know, I can't believe he's moving on. What was he supposed to do? What was he supposed to do? Walk around his house crying about you, crying about y'all marriage, crying about y'all being together. That's what he was supposed to do. Continue to be broken. There are a lot of men that's walking around and they feel like this brother right here.
I'm begging you, ladies. I'm begging you, if you have children, if you have, you know, like, if your baby's father was a bad husband, that's one thing. If your baby's father's a good dad, ladies, please don't use the kids against him. Please don't take the kids away from him. You will affect a man more than you know. Please. Please, ladies, do not use your kids against your man, please. I will help as many fathers as I can for the rest of my life to prevent them from feeling this feeling that I'm feeling right now. The court system failed.
This man, the way he is dressed, it looked like he just came from court. He got a suit on and everything. Okay? He in his car crying, trying to do a live. That would have been the worst time to come and do the live, sir. But I understand. There are a lot of men who are broken because women get up there. Oh, because y'all follow some of these stupid women on social media. Oh, just because, you know, it's okay to leave a good man. This is the foolery that y'all listen to. It's okay to leave a good man. Oh, girls, listen, you know, don't beat up yourself. It's okay to leave a good man. No, it's not. No, it's not. And the women in the comment section was like, oh, what you did. Oh, what did you do? There has to be a reason. No, there's no reason. Sometimes these women will get out of pocket because I'm not happy and go and take those children and go to the courts and lie on this man. And then the courts will be like, well, y'all was husband and wife or whatever, but you know what? You can't be around the kids because the kids is in danger some type of way because the wife up there lying, talking about the kids is in danger. It's so crazy. It's heartbreaking. And y'all think that that's okay. It is heartbreaking. And we always have women trying to justify foolery that other women have done. Y'all always want to co-sign nonsense that other women get on social media and tell you their story? Why can't we just correct them? Nah, babe, that's wrong. Good morning, green beans. How are you? Nah, babe, that's wrong. That sound crazy. I just want to see one woman get in there and say, that sounds crazy. And since I didn't see nobody get in there, I went in there and was like, that sounds crazy. Do you know how many women have missed their missing rib? They missed them 4 times because they have not cleaned out everything that is not right within them. This is why they are attracting these pookies and reres, because they have not done the work inside. And some of y'all women get blessed to get a good husband, and you dog walk them. You dog walk them. And then these men, sometimes they turn into monsters and start banging out everything that they see. But some that love themselves, they like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Let me go get some healing, and my wife will come. Let me go get some healing. Shout out to those brothers who say, let me go get some healing. Because you banging out everything that you see, baby, all you doing is racking up demons too. Okay? There's a lot of unclean women out here in this world that don't want to see good for you, that they practice witchcraft, and they want to have you into some type of foolery covenant. Okay? So shout out to the brothers who understand that these women are practicing demonic forces and stuff. Got to be careful. You hear me? The spiritual realm is real. People don't believe it, but it's true. The spiritual realm is something else. Do you hear me? If you are a married woman, you got to get up there and put your armor on. Do you hear me? You got to get your armor on, baby. You got to get your armor on. You hear me? When nonsense come, take heed. Wait, boom, block. I block it. I block that shit. You want to text me what? What happened? What happened? Boom, block. You want to do what? Who you want to call? What? What? Take heed will block you. I will quickly tell you, listen, that's not going to go that way. Okay? Especially, listen, let me share something with you. Your best friends will help you get into foolery. Hi, Jerry. How are you? Your best friends will help you get into foolery. Do you understand? I still replay in my head a girlfriend I had for like 22 years, been her friend. 22 years. I told her some stuff I was going through because we were so close. You understand? We were so close. And you know what she told me? So-and-so from TSA likes you. And you know he's a supervisor. He about to make manager. And you know he like you. You gonna always be taken care of. I looked at her. I said, what? She said, yeah, he likes you. And ain't nobody gonna know about it. Mind you, me and my king work in the same airport. We worked in the same airport. I worked for Port Authority of the contract. My king worked for Port Authority of the contract. And you telling me the same, check this out. Sometimes me and my king will link up for breakfast in the morning. Okay? Before I headed back home and he started work. Okay? All right? So you want me to go and screw this guy that's a supervisor, okay, for TSA. And so now, anytime anytime me and my king is eating breakfast together, I see this guy, and he might even walk up to me and say, "Oh, tell my husband, oh, this is, security business. Can I talk to your wife or whatever? And my king wouldn't think nothing of it, thinking that it's nothing. And he might put me aside, oh, why you sitting there with your husband, this and that? Oh, you know what? I'm going to just tell your husband. I would have been under bondage. Do y'all hear me? I'd have been under bondage. I would have been under bondage because this man was ready to eat me alive every time he see me. Oh, I love big girls. And I tell him, yeah, I was like, he said, I love big girls. I said, my husband do too. My husband do too. Do you understand? My husband love big girls too. You don't want to give me a chance, this and that. No, I don't want to give you no chances. I don't want to give you no chances. And it broke my heart because my girlfriend was probably talking to him that he had a chance with me. So when she said that to me, that's immediately I knew she was telling him something because he began to push more. And if you don't have the understanding that you respect and love your husband, I said respect and love. I didn't say love and respect. I said respect and love your husband. You'll do nonsense, even in hard times. Stop letting these other men capture your mind. Stop letting them capture your mind. Your best friend will give you the worstest advice. Your best friend will give you the worstest advice to destroy your marriage. And if you foolish enough, you will follow this advice. Another thing too, these girls' trips don't make no damn sense. Y'all need to get out of that shit. I don't know why y'all think that makes sense. Because I'm going to share something with you. Most of your friends are secretly jealous of your marriage. So these girls' trips is a way for them to tell you, nobody gonna know. If you go out and sleep with them, nobody gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happens here on our vacation, it's between us until she get mad with you. Okay? Shay says, shit, my own mama still trying to ruin my marriage. Shay, I understand, baby. You gotta block all that information. You gotta block it, baby. That's what I do too. I do the same thing. I block all types of foolery. Don't come this way. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? These girlfriends will have you destroy everything and then run and tell once they get mad at you. Or while they arguing with you, spill the beans in front of your husband. Oh, when we went to our girls' trip 2 years ago, you was screwing this guy, this and that. And your husband is looking like, what the hell? He will never get in here and tell you girls' trips make sense. I'm not. That's the dumbest ish I ever heard. You want to go on a trip? Go on a trip with your husband. You want to go on a trip? Go on a trip with your husband. And if you can't afford to go on a trip, do a little something in the house that'll make you feel like you're on vacation. I don't have time. And we get in here and we co-sign everything. Okay? We co-sign everything. I want y'all to hear what this woman said. Listen to this divorce story that this woman has to say, okay? The Breaking Up podcast. I want y'all to hear this. Here we go.
About a year and a half wondering if I should get a divorce. The hardest question you will ever have to ask yourself is, do you want to make it work? Personally, the yearn for freedom was stronger than my yearn to make it work. My ex-husband was such a great man, which is what tortured me with my decision. But all I know is I just felt this yearning to explore myself without him. And I felt like where I was going in my life, he wasn't able to go with me. And this was a journey that I had to walk alone. But that period when I was unsure of what to do or if I should leave was agonizing. I was tortured. I was unwell. I was sick. I was scared. I was self-destructive. I had one foot in one life and one foot in another life, and I just was like walking back and forth trying to figure it out. Once you make a decision of what you're going to do, you can finally move. But until then, you are just stuck. I ended up cheating at the very end of my marriage because I did not want to disappoint him. I didn't know how to break his heart, and I just butchered the job.
You see how stupid that sound? You see how stupid that sound? And they always say, I was unwell. I was sick. You the one who wants to cheat. You're making yourself unwell. You're making yourself unhappy. But this is what they do because they want you to sympathize with them. Sympathize being in the whole nation, okay? A lot of married women who destroy their marriage, they want you to sympathize being in the whole nation with them. So when they tell you the story, they always have this beautiful music in the background. They always have, a mellow setting because they want you to understand that they just were hurting. And so they had no other choice but to leave their husband and go cheat. Like this woman right here. This is another prime example, okay? The Caucasian sisters is up, honey. I got 3 so far. 1 in the beginning was the melanated sister, and the rest is 3. Okay, 3 Caucasian sisters. And so this is another prime example of how women talk when they know they have done some shit. Okay, here we go. Good morning, 1000 Watts Radio. How are you, baby? I shouted you out in the beginning of the show. How you doing, honey? Here we go.
Cheating on him for 3 years with his best friend. We had 2 kids, 3 and 6 years old.
3 and 6.
And he could have walked away. And when all this came out, and I hid it for 3 years in the church, he was mad. He was hurt because he had been submitting and surrendering to the Lord so faithfully for so long. He literally looked at me, and all I expected him to do was exactly what every man had done in my life, my dad, all these other men, was to leave. And instead, he looked at me and he said, Casey, I don't know how to not love you. I have been cheating on him for 3 years.
Put victim in the chat. Put victim in the chat. Everybody, put victim in the chat. Men have left me all my life. Men have left me all my life and I didn't know what to do. Men have left me all my life. My father, my brothers, men have left me. So you have a husband who didn't leave you. You got children that are 3 and 6. He's been with you. He loves you. But now he tells you, I don't know how to not love you. Then she done put Yahweh in the mix. This is the thing that make me mad with a lot of y'all. You put Yahweh in the mix. It's because of Yahweh. Stop putting God in here. Stop putting God in here. This is some demonic stuff. Stop putting God in here. Because God is not there talking about, yeah, this makes sense that you're cheating on your husband and he's following the path of Yahweh. Even when he takes time to follow the one true God, even when he takes time to follow the one true God, you still turn around and cheat on him. And some of y'all be like, I want a man of God. I want a man of God. Y'all be all on social media. I want a man of God. And when you get him, you dog him. When you get him, you dog him. You get him and you dog him. Now the husband talking about, I don't know how not to love you. That's all right that you want to love her. That's all right that you want to love her. But I will love that behind from afar. Do you understand? I will love that behind from afar. Once a woman cheat, that means whoever she cheated with captured her mind. That's why it's hard for men. Let's be clear. A lot of men be like, I forgive my wife. She cheated on me. I forgive my wife. The problem is you still keep replaying in your mind the vision of her sleeping with another man. Why is Takey saying that? Why is Takey saying that? Because my king said, and I quote, that when women cheat, men replay in their mind how the other man had you. The same way he has you in doggy style, he replays in his mind how another man had you in the same situation. So this is why it's hard for men of substance. Let me repeat that again. It's hard for men of substance to take women back when they cheat. Because it's heartbreaking. Do you understand? He's trying to protect his peace. When he lets you go, he's protecting his peace. When he keep you, he's ready for all types of smoke. Because he knows in his mind it's going to replay. Corey Joe, 1000 watts radio, baby. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you for your support and all your hard work. Okay, he said thank you. Thank you so much, baby. I greatly appreciate you taking time to donate to the channel this morning. Thank you so much. It's heartbreaking. And we believe that this makes sense. We believe it. Take Heed is not one of those women that I'm going to be like, yeah, it makes sense you cheated on your husband because you was lonely. Some of y'all come with that stupid shit. Oh, he's always working and he's never home. You understand? He's always working. He's never home. And that's why I went out and I spread my legs and gave my pussy to everybody because I was lonely. And Take Heed will tell you, you should have got a hobby. Get a hobby. You're lonely. Get a hobby. Get a hobby, damn it. Keep busy. He's always at work. You get something to do. An idle mind is the devil's playground. Shay said the victim Olympics. Shay, that's nasty, Shay. Shay, that's nasty, Shay. Shay, if ain't nobody gonna tell you, Shay, that's nasty. Shay, I'm gonna tell you that's nasty, Shay. Okay? Shay, you a troublemaker this morning. Where your husband? Okay? You's a troublemaker, Shay. Shay said, victim Olympics. Some of y'all can win the gold medal for the victim Olympics. Y'all get up here. Y'all heard the last woman. Every man just leaves me. Every man just leaves me. You understand? Every man just leaves me. Okay? My father and my brothers, they left me and this and that. Were you toxic? Are you toxic, baby? That's why they left. Okay? My dear, I see you in my chat. You asking me to collaborate with you. My dear, I don't do those no more. Only in my circle. I don't do collaboration no more. Sorry about that, honey. I had a bad experience with collaboration, so I don't do that. Green Bean said, extra as hell. Yes, always, sir. Always. Now, 1000 watts said, victim or dictum. Oh, that's nasty, sir. That's nasty, sir. Okay, that's nasty. Okay? Okay? Shay said to 1000 Watts Radio, everything I said I learned from my husband. Shay, that's right. That's right, Shay. That's right. This is the uncomfortable truth. Okay? We get tired of y'all coming to social media. It's okay to leave a good man. It's okay. It's okay to leave a good man. And y'all come to social media with that logic. Like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay? That makes sense. Yes, let me leave a good man. That makes sense. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also donate to the page as well. That's what you believe. Now, let's get in here because I want y'all to hear this. This broke my heart right here. Check this out, okay? Now, somebody dubbed this guy video, okay? But the name of the person who dubbed it is called Helen Everyday, okay? But y'all know who this guy is. He's a famous content creator, Caucasian guy. But I want y'all to hear the caller that called into him. Check this out. It was a male caller, and he wanted to ask some questions, okay? He wanted some questions answered. I don't know what kind of, I don't know who's gonna help you, baby. This was horrible. Check this out.
Girl, saw a text pop up on my wife's phone from a name that sounded familiar that I wasn't completely sure about. But the text was overly mushy and suggestive with the kiss face emoji and talk of missing her and can't wait to see her again. Turns out it was her boss, and after me pressing her for why he would send such a message, she confessed they had been having an affair for the last 6 months. She was mad that I looked at her phone, which was just sitting on the kitchen counter. I happened to see the text. I asked her to leave. She did. She came home this morning and is working from home and is acting like nothing is wrong. I'm still a wreck. I'm off work until Monday, and I'm replaying her with him in my mind over and over, and I'm about to get sick. We haven't had much of a discussion besides some yelling and me asking her to leave. What should I do? Attempt to reconcile? Ask why and hear her side? Do I care why? Tell his wife? Tell the company's HR? What do I tell our young teenage kids? And I'm still not thinking totally straight. I have some pretty intense brain fog. 2 weeks ago.
This is a man that is broken. You hear this man talking, he's trying to compose himself. This man is broken. Do you understand? Like, he is at the ledge. This man is broken. Do you hear what I'm saying? She come home. He tell her to leave. She come back home, okay? She come back home after getting that behind bust wide open. Wherever she went at, probably went to go stay with her boss or something. Got that behind bust wide open and ain't done nothing. She ain't done nothing. And not even speaking to him, not even addressing the situation. She's like, nah, it's all good. Let me act like it didn't happen. Some of y'all foolish like that. Y'all believe that that makes sense. Some of y'all foolish like that, okay? That man is broken. He broken. He trying to figure out how. Because more than likely, he's one of those men who gave his all to his family. And all he asked for you was to close those legs. Close those legs. That's all husbands ask of their wives, is to close those legs. And only open those legs for me. when I tap you on the shoulder. Only open those legs for me when I tap you on the shoulder. Not you go and bust it open for your boss. Not you go bend over doggy style for your boss in his office. Not you go get down on all fours and get it rocking with your boss. Is the audio messing up? JH said the audio is messing up. Please forgive me, y'all. Is the audio messing up? Let me know. Okay? Let me know if the audio is messing up. I'm sorry, y'all. This is the uncomfortable truth. Let's be clear. How's the audio now? I turned off the speaker. How's the audio now? Okay, it sounds great on my end. Oh, not on your side anymore. Okay, I turned off the speaker. I don't know if the speaker is the problem. Okay. So now, son of Moses, how are you, honey? The audio is in and out. Okay. How is it now? Let me know. It's been fine. It's been fine. Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, let's get back to the story. So now you have the wife that comes home and she acts like she has not done anything wrong. She acts like she hasn't done anything wrong. Okay? And so now the husband is hurting and he's trying to call into a content creator show to get some understanding of what his wife has done. He's trying to get some understanding of what his wife has done. Can you imagine? Now, there will be a lot of women that get in here and say, take heed, always judge. Judge ye not, and ye shall not be judged. And who is without sin, cast the first stone. Y'all take the word of God out of context all the time. And so that lets people get away with foolery. You understand? When you hear these words, Yeshua was talking about a woman they were going to stone to death. Stone to death. I'm not stoning anybody. A correction needs to be made. Accountability needs to be taken. Accountability needs to be, you know what I'm saying? It needs to be placed upon the right person. Yahweh say, judge righteously. The children of Israel, the true children of Israel, when matters happened in the tribe, they came before council. You were taken before council for the nonsense that you have done. If you tell someone, judge ye not, and ye shall not be judged, and who is without sin, cast the first stone, people start backing up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'm not going to say nothing. Not me. Not me. I'm not cheating on my husband. I'm not cheating on my husband. So if I see you doing nonsense, I'm going to tell you that's wrong. It's wrong. See, if I'm hoeing out in the street, I can't correct you if you hoeing. I can't correct you if you hoeing. This is the thing that we're missing. See, if I'm drugging in the streets, I can't correct the druggie. Because they drug, we both doing the same thing. But if I'm not hoeing on my husband and you hoeing on your husband, I'm going to tell you, you better stop hoeing on your husband. Stop hoeing on your husband, damn it. We scared to tell women the truth. You racking up demons when you go up and doing nonsense. This is the thing y'all don't understand. You are opening yourself for foolery. You are opening yourself for foolery and destroying your family. My sisters of every color, you got to do better. Stop listening to these foolish women on social media that tell you, oh, you know what? It's okay to leave a good man. And you get out here, you become what? A side chick. You the side chick now. It's okay to leave a good man. And you get out here, you become the side chick. Now you gotta wait on when he free to come to your house for the holidays and this and that. You gotta wait on a certain time for him to call because you don't want to mess up his home. You don't want to be calling him. Thank you, 1000 Watts Radio, for the 6-month membership. I appreciate you. How do you come from being the queen to now you are the peasant? You the peasant now. You the peasant. How do you come from being the queen to being the peasant? I know y'all like take heed. Why are you calling side chicks the peasant? Because that's what you are. You are. You're the peasant. You are the peasant. You're the peasant now. You have become the peasant. You done dropped from being queen to the peasant. Don't let these women get out here and tell you, oh, you's a queen, everybody's a queen. You cannot be a queen unless a man who is a king that appoints you. Ain't that nasty? I know y'all said, bitch, what? Yes, I said it. Don't be mad. I said it. Yes, I did. I said it. Y'all get in here and y'all let these foolish women just tell you nonsense. Here's another one. Here's another one that get in here and tell y'all nonsense. Okay?
Someone asking if my husband ever cheated. No, ma'am. He's never cheated me out of any money. Sparkle. All right, then. Hope that answers your question. I've never been cheated out of any money. People are asking me dumb questions. What will I do if my husband cheat? Nothing. I don't care. There's a difference between me and some people. I really wouldn't care what they're doing. I would do the same thing I tell y'all to do. Get more money. Once you get to the bag, once you're a certain age, you don't care about that stuff. Like, who cares? Already, you get what you want out of the situation already. You're already there. If you marry for, y'all keep doing stupid stuff and then asking dumb questions behind it. If you are marrying a man for the man, then marry him for himself. and his ability to be perfect. If you're marrying for lifestyle, then marry him for lifestyle. Y'all have to learn how to separate that.
That's very sad to know that she doesn't, all she cares about is her husband's money.
Someone
And the thing is, y'all follow women like that. Y'all follow women like that with no remorse. No remorse. Y'all follow women just like that. And you ain't got no problem with following women like that. Like none of y'all. There's no problem with following women like that. You understand? Y'all quick to do it. It don't bother you one bit. And y'all believe that that's good advice. Okay? That's the sprinkle lady, y'all. I know y'all remember her. That is the sprinkle lady. Okay? She giving these girls some good advice. She dropping those gems for those girls. Okay? She giving them some good advice. Okay? That's what she believe. That's what she believe. And the women who follow her believe that that makes sense. Let's play her one time on one of the speakers. Here we go. Uh-oh, wait a minute, y'all. Give me a minute, hold on.
I don't care.
Here we go. Start it over again.
Someone asking if my husband ever cheated. No, ma'am, he's never cheated me out of any money. Sparkle. All right, then. Hope that answers your question. I've never been cheated out of any money. You were asking me dumb question. What will I do if my husband cheat? Nothing. I don't care. That's the difference between me and some people. I really wouldn't care what they're doing. I would do the same thing I tell y'all to do. Get more money. Once you get to the bag, once you're a certain age, you don't care about that stuff. Like, who cares? All right, you get what you want out of the situation already. You're already there. If you married for, y'all keep doing stupid stuff and then asking dumb questions behind it. If you're marrying a man for the man, then marry him for himself and his ability to be perfect. If you're marrying for lifestyle, then marry him for lifestyle. Y'all have to learn how to separate that.
And this is the same woman who teaches y'all about spells and love potions and all sort of stuff on how to do men. But this is the uncomfortable truth that a lot of y'all who practice this witchcraft and stuff like that on men, and I have said this to you many times, you don't know who in his lineage has been praying for him. You don't know who in his bloodline, same thing, has been praying for him. You don't know if his grandmother and his grandfather, or his great-grandmother and great-grandfather, or his great-great-grandmother and great-great-grandfather who has laid across the floor and cried out to Yahweh for the bloodline to be protected. Yahweh still answers the prayers of the dead. You ever heard that before? You ever heard that before? Yahweh still answers the prayers of the dead. Ain't that nasty? That's nasty, baby. That's nasty. Yahweh still answers the prayers of the dead. So you think you doing something with somebody's son. You think you out here doing something with somebody's son, and then all of a sudden stuff start backfiring on you. This is why I respect the days of old when people would talk to you about roots. They would talk to you about it. The person who is giving it to you, they would tell you the precautions, the things you need to do, all these things they would tell you because they wanted you to understand that the spiritual realm is real. They wanted you to understand that. They wanted you to understand that if you did something outside of what they told you not to do, okay, that you did something that they told you not to do, that I'm going to say the word wrong. There was some foolery about to happen. They would warn you. But y'all younger generation, you running around here doing roots, okay? You running around here doing nonsense. But nobody told you that all hell can break loose. This spirit, demonic spirit that you have invoked on this young man, you don't know who's been praying for that lineage. You don't know who has been stretched out across the floor crying to Yahweh to protect the bloodline. And so now this spirit and this young man is at odds, okay? They at odds because he don't know what's going on and he's wondering why he acting like that, because this spirit is trying to jump on him, and the spirit that's in him, okay? The spirit that's in him, the covenant that his grandmother and grandfather or great-grandmother and great-grandfather or great-great-grandmother or great-grandfather is ready to do battle. And so now, where does the demon go? Where does the demon go now? Because now if he got a force behind him and that covenant that the bloodline has linked with Yahweh, where does the demon go? It go back to you. It go back to you. That was easy. You missed the part, right? It goes back to you. Now you wondering why shit is not going right in your house. You wondering why all this bad stuff is happening to you. Because you have called yourself trying to manipulate somebody into loving you. Y'all being taught all this foolery. You understand? You have been taught all this foolery. And so you think it makes sense. And the sad part is that it's the older women that's teaching y'all this nonsense. And they not even telling you the repercussions. There we go, baby. The repercussions of the foolery. They like, yeah, do this to him, do that to him, and everything will be fine. Sometimes these men love you to death. Sometimes they love you to death. They love you so much. They love you to death. And then you want to know why. You want to know why. At the moment when he's ready to take you out of here, you want to know why. Can you imagine? Take Heed is just tired of the foolish advice that is being given to the younger generation. Do you know that men of substance, they just genuinely love? You don't have to trick anybody. You don't have to give them any love spell or nonsense. They genuinely love. Men of substance that have king mindsets, they understand. They genuinely love. Is nothing, let me share something with you. I've been married to my king for 18 years. There's nothing this man won't do for me. I ain't saying we rich. I ain't saying our life is perfect. We go through ups and downs like everybody else. We go through hardships. We go through hurricanes and storms together. But there is nothing in this world this man would not do for me. There's nothing in this world that he would not do for me. And he also has the mindset to tell me no. He also has the mindset to tell me no. When something is out of his range, he'll tell me, nope, you can't have that. It's painful. It is painful. Y'all do the most. And then you come to social media, you cry about the foolery. And you're the one that's doing the cheating. You're doing the cheating and you come to social media and cry about the shit. It doesn't make sense. I want y'all to hear this next one. Now, this is his real name, Johnny Doyle. I hope I'm saying it correctly. My husband doesn't know about my 6-month affair. Check this out.
My husband doesn't know what's going on. The other gentleman does know that I am married, and I don't want to leave my husband, but I don't want to break things off with this other gentleman either.
So let me give you another side to this, okay?
Okay.
Number one, I don't think you love your husband. I don't. I think you love the idea of the security that 7+ years of quasi-stable relationship brings. I also think deep down you understand that you are with somebody of so little character that he doesn't mind blowing up another family so he can hook up with somebody. So I think you found yourself in a pretty dicey moral dilemma.
My husband doesn't know.
Why is it in a pretty dicey moral dilemma? I love when they talk to these people like everything's okay what you're doing. You know, it's not okay. It's not okay what you're doing. It's not okay what you're doing. Stop entertaining outside of your husband. My sisters, take heed to the message. Stop entertaining outside of your husband. Jerry said entertaining foolery. Stop entertaining outside of your husband. I want y'all to hear what this woman got to say right here. Check this out, what she said.
The feminist movement is one of the biggest reasons for the marriage rate, the divorce rate these days. Yes, because women have become so masculine. A woman gets in her masculine energy. A lot of times she'll be disrespectful to her husband. And men don't do well with disrespect.
They don't.
You know, there's surveys that say that 80% of men say they would rather be alone and unloved than to be disrespected. And see, the feminist movement has taken it so far over the years to, it's not just equal rights anymore. Now it's men are being diminished and devalued and demoralized. What do we need men for? We don't need men. We can buy our own cars and we can vote. We can make our own money, run our own businesses. We can even have babies without men. And that makes men feel awful. You know, and if a man, when in a dating relationship, if a man doesn't feel he has anything to contribute to that woman's life, he's got to move on down the road. The feminist movement is...
She ain't lie. She ain't lie one time. She ain't lie. She ain't lie. And some of y'all continue to be fooled. Some of y'all will continue to be fooled by foolish ideology of some of these women who can't even keep a man. And they come to social media and they tell you about how you need to have a man and how this and that. They will tell you. Some of them come to social media, they tell you how you need a man, but they don't have a man. Some of them come to social media and tell you how you don't need men, but they out here doing nonsense with women. Okay? If you want to learn anything about marriage, go get under a woman that is in a healthy marriage. Get under a woman when she talk about her husband, she smile. Get under a woman that when she says anything about her husband, that you can feel it in the words that she speak about him. That's what you do. I tell y'all, anytime you want to get advice from one of your aunties, you get the advice from the auntie that at the cookout. How many times have I told y'all this? You get under the auntie at the cookout that come with uncle and they got the same outfits on. They got the same outfits on. And every time auntie walk past uncle smacking her on her behind. Do not go get Do not go get marital information from the auntie that got the Bible strapped to her chest, and every time she says something to her husband, it's in scripture. Don't get that auntie. Get the auntie. I ain't say the auntie that gets smacked in her behind that she don't pray for her husband. I didn't say that. But you go to that auntie because you want to know why? Uncle James is still happy. Look at Uncle James when he see Auntie Shirley pass him. He smack her on her behind. They smile at each other. This is the auntie. Everybody got this auntie and uncle. I don't care what color you are. Everybody got this auntie and uncle. That's the one you go talk to about marriage. When you see them at the cookout, they done came out of the woods. You saw somebody coming out of the woods and stuff. And uncle up there trying to fix his shorts and stuff. That's the auntie and uncle you go talk to. The same auntie and uncle that they tell you call them before you come to their house. That's the auntie and uncle because they up there screwing in the house. This is the auntie and uncle that you got to call and make reservations first before you come to their house. That's the one because you don't know if uncle is giving her back shots on the couch. Okay? That's the one you got. That's the one you get advice from. They still love each other. That's the one you get advice from. The auntie that bring her, I want you to look at all your aunties. The auntie that still bring her husband a plate and she rub his head. She rub his head. When you see uncle lay on auntie big breasts and stuff like that and say, baby, thank you for the plate. That's the one you get the information from. Don't get it from the auntie that got the Bible strapped to her chest and she all the time she's screaming at her husband about scripture. Not that one. Mondo, how are you? How you doing, honey? Real question. Do you see this foolery more in any... You know what? I'm going to share some with you. I'm not going to lie to you, Mondo. I'm not going to lie to you. It's crazy. Okay? It's crazy. It's females. It's females. Every color, it's females. It's females. Every color. You understand? They do this foolery. When I'm not happy syndrome come in. You understand? I'm not happy syndrome come in. I can break down the kingdom because I'm not happy. And then they come to social media, fool all these other women, and say, even if he's a good man, it's okay to leave him. I want y'all to hear this because Motivation Jason, this broke my heart. I heard this brother say this yesterday. And this broke my heart. And he dubbed Anton Daniels' video. Now, it didn't break my heart because he dubbed Anton video. It didn't break my heart that he disagreed with Anton either. It broke my heart that he didn't lay any accountability on the women. He didn't call for the women to have any accountability. I want y'all to hear this. Check this out. Motivation Jason.
Women have largely been the bane of a lot of men's existence, and it is the downfall of some of the biggest kingdoms. You work your whole life, you build it up, and then you fumble it over a woman. All right? So, never deal, or I would never advocate for a man to marry a woman that is a single mother. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not an advocate for it. I think it is one of the dumbest moves that a guy can pull.
See, it don't really matter what you are a fan of or what you advocate for. It's really about what God says in his word. And I find it funny and diabolical for you to wear a shirt that says, follow God, not culture, only for the words that's coming out of your mouth, spoken from your heart, contradicts the shirt that you're wearing. If you really follow God, you will know his word says, he who without sin should cast the first stone. And that's in reference to Jesus saving a woman from judgment. from being stoned to death. And a lot of you men operate in that similar spirit. I call it the ungodly sassy man syndrome, ungodly sassiness, where a lot of you get this thirst and this craving to see a single mother struggle and suffer, as if single mothers don't deserve grace, love, redemption. And a lot of y'all, some of y'all men that operate this way, not all, but enough of you, you put on your referee shirt, your referee hat, and your whistle, and you play interference, holding men back, and you don't qualify. You don't qualify for this type of man. That's what y'all are coming across as. This the ungodly sassiness syndrome that a lot of y'all are suffering from. Stage 4, it's in your DNA, and you can't help it. And a real man of God, a man that loves God in his heart, don't operate this way. Don't see women this way. A real man of God would not agree with how a lot of y'all men think and how a lot of y'all men view women. Real talk. And how convenient for some of y'all men to grow up in a single mother-led household. You wanted your father there, but he chose to not be there. He knew where you were, but he chose to not show up. He chose to not come to your football games, basketball games, baseball games, track meets, soccer, spelling bee, graduation. He chose to not come there, and your mom wanted him there. She tried to get him to pull up, and he chose to be sorry. But somehow, some way, y'all just forget all of that. Like y'all just have no idea of what some of these women go through and what some of these women face. Your mama was trying to make it happen, trying to do this, trying to do that to raise you and your brother or you and your sister by herself, you and your siblings. Boy, if you are a man and you think this way, you got work to do.
So let me share something with you. Take Heed was a baby mama. All of y'all who been following me from the beginning, you know I was a baby mama. Okay? And I myself would never tell a man to be with a baby mama unless these things happen. Check this out. That she has the baby fathers or baby father at a boundary. The children, okay, at a boundary. You understand? If these boundaries are not in place, the relationship, or i.e. the marriage, is not going to work. Why is Takey telling you this? Because what happens is, if you don't have that baby daddy on a boundary, he'll come around that house anytime he feel like it, even while you dating his brother. Come up there and try to come in the house and all that other stuff. This is why Takey say, wait a minute. Also, he'll condition those children to disrespect the boyfriend so that the boyfriend will be like, I'm tired, I don't want to be bothered. And that's why you got to sit down and talk to these children. So you got to talk to the baby daddy, let his behind know, listen, only call me if there's an emergency with the children. I will only be calling you when it's an emergency with the children. We will not be on the phone late in the midnight hour. Don't be calling me unless it's an emergency. We are only supposed to talk about the kids, because whatever relationship we had before then, you didn't want it, and we got to let this thing go, okay? Because if you wanted me, we would still be together. This is the thing that breaks my heart about a lot of baby mamas, because they will get in here and tell you he was here first. And the one thing that y'all miss is that baby daddy didn't want you. He didn't want you, because a man who wants a woman, can nobody get her. Can nobody get her. He's going to make sure he seals the deal. Can nobody get her. You understand? You don't have to fight a man to be with you. He's going to want to be with you. Take Heed does not agree with men going and marrying baby mamas all willy-nilly without having boundaries in place. Because you know what happens? You will live in a nightmare. My brothers, you will be in a whole nightmare. So when I hear content creators say that men should not marry baby mamas, I agree with them. I agree with them, because it comes with a lot of heartache and pain. And so Jason didn't want to hold our sisters accountable. Because this is the thing. We are the keepers of bloodlines. Let's be clear. Without us, bloodlines cannot continue. And what it is that we let Pookie and Ray Ray bloodline continue on this earth. And the men of substance bloodline does not continue. It's all right, baby. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, baby. I'll take that hate. It's all right. The uncomfortable truth is that a lot of men go through foolery like this, and then other women, okay, other women will get in here, and this is the first thing that they will say, oh, he's not an adult. If he can't take on a woman with a package, he's not an adult. Who's the real adult here? Who's the real adult here? Because when you have multiple baby daddies, you have made multiple bad decisions. Takee was a baby mama. I understand the decisions that I have made. When do we hold our sisters' feet to the fire? 1,000 Watts Radio, thank you for the gift membership for Daniel. I greatly appreciate it. When do we hold our sisters' feet to the fire? So we got to blame the men because the men don't want to be with baby mamas. So we got to blame the men. Oh, no, I come with a package. How dare you? No, baby, how dare you? How dare you? When a man takes on an already made family, let's be clear. When a man takes on an already made family, do you understand? He has come to save that family. Most of y'all women don't understand it. That's why y'all dog some of these men who come and save your ass. Some of these brothers who come on baby mama lane and come to save you, y'all dog walk these brothers. Takee was picked up on baby mama lane up the street around the corner. Takee can raise her hand. I was picked up on baby mama lane up the street around the corner. And Takee will tell you, my king saved me. When nobody else wanted to save me. When everybody else just want, oh, I just want to taste of the milk. I just want to taste of the milk. And I ain't want to give my taste of the milk. I ain't want to give my taste of the milk. Okay? When people just want, oh, I just want to taste. I don't want to take you off baby mama lane. You know, I just want to taste of the milk. And my king saw me and was like, I don't just want to taste of the milk. I don't just want to taste of the milk. I'm ready to take you home. I don't want to taste of the milk. I want to continue to drink that same milk. I want to continue to drink that same milk. I'm ready to price my cow. I'm ready to price my cow. Shout out to my king. My king has done something for me that no man has ever done in my life. And I always tell my king, I will never forget you. I don't care what happened. I will never forget you. You can never take heed to turn on her husband. When I say I will destroy everything that is in the realm in my area, baby, I will take everything down. You can't get me to turn on this man. I'm a part of this man. I am a part of this man. I know where this man picked me up at. I wasn't helpless. I was not. I had my own shit. I had my own job. I made my own money. I did what I had to do. I made good money for Port Authority. Shout out to Port. I made good money from them. But what was Take Heed missing? I was missing my covenant. I was missing. I was missing. Do you know what it is to have a man come in and say you are no longer on Baby Mama Lane up the street around the corner? See, when you see women who's ready to cater to their husbands, because she been out in the wilderness too long. She been out in the wilderness too long. And so she knows when she gets, when she walks into her purpose, she knows how to handle it. There are some women that right now, they have walked into their purpose. They don't know how to handle it. I remember when I first came to social media, I was telling a content creator, I have to come late to the show. Why you have to come late? What happened? I said, my husband just came in and he's tired. I got to feed him. I got to rub him down. I got to rub his legs. Okay? Okay? And then I'll be up on your show. Take Heed, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Yes, I'm serious, baby. I can't come now. I'll be there in about an hour and some change, but I got to make sure my husband is taken care of first. I can't just bounce and go to the show and not take care of my husband, and by the time I'm finished the show, it's like 12, 1 o'clock. The brother told me, Take Heed, I ain't never heard nothing like that in my life. I said, brother, I got to go. I got to go. When Take Heed get in here and tell you I have to rub my husband down, I have to rub his ankles, rub his feet. Take Heed take pride in it. I take pride in doing that. That song, Let Me Cater to You, that is real in a married woman's life. Let me cater to you. Because you want to know why? You go out here every day and cater to the family. You go out here and make sure we got a roof over our head, food on the table, clothes on our back, shoes on our feet. My sisters, if you understand how valuable your husband is, you will know how to move accordingly. Scott for the $10 super chat. Scott said, I am so glad to come across you and have supported you and your content for over 2 years. I foolishly dated a woman who had children without knowing anything about the complexities. I know I'm saying that word wrong. Complexities. Sorry, y'all. That are involved. Baby, I'm sorry, honey. Oh my God. And I understand. There's a lot of men who have done the same thing. Furious, what's up, baby? $5 super chat. Thank you, baby. Now let's get in here and acknowledge the super chats because I don't want to mess up, y'all. I don't want to mess up, okay? Now, this right here is going to be, who was first? Corey Joe. Corey Joe, thank you for the $2 super chat, baby. I greatly appreciate that. And here we go. Uh-oh, hold on, y'all, hold on.
Being cheated on. He says, so I was talking with this old man the other day and I asked him, I said, how you feel about being cheated on? He says, shit happens. But just always remember, the game ends when the king falls, not when a pawn takes your queen.
That's nasty. That's a whole bar. That's a whole bar. Thank you, Corey Joe, for the $2 super chat and also for the gift memberships. I greatly appreciate you, sir. Thank you. And also the $10 super chat, I believe that came from Tracy. Tracy, thank you, baby, for the $10 super chat. I greatly appreciate that. And I want y'all to hear this right here. Shout out to Tracy for the $10 super chat. Here we go, baby.
I told the devil, you gonna make me blow the whistle. There's a storm over the ocean, hey, and it's moving it's so way. If your soul sad, take it in Jesus, yeah, you wish surely drift away. Ow! There's a storm over the ocean, it's moving it's so way. If your soul tonight, take it in Jesus, you will surely drift away. Yeah, don't let me drift away. Don't let me drift away. Don't let me drift away. Don't let me drift away, cause I'ma blow the whistle. Cause I'ma blow the whistle.
Yes. Okay. Shout out to Tracy for the $10 super chat. And Scott, thank you for the $10 super chat, baby. I got something for you. Okay, I got something for you, Scott. Here we go.
You know, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Oh, my God.
But for me, there's one particular breakfast that just takes me away.
Oh, they copyrighted me for the pH balance, baby.
Something about this biscuit.
That's nasty.
Something about this biscuit.
Wait a minute.
It is the best biscuit.
Scott, thank you, baby, for the $10 super chat, baby. I appreciate you, honey.
Oh, how I love this biscuit.
Oh, how I love this biscuit, baby.
Oh, how I love this biscuit.
Nasty.
It is the best biscuit.
Sound like you in church, right?
I know.
Get it.
This honey butter chicken biscuit. I can't explain.
That's nasty.
Every time I pass Whataburger, I hear it call my name.
Hear it call my name.
This honey butter chicken biscuit. It's so good to me, so good to me. I'm just waiting on Whataburger to have buy one, get one free. Something about this biscuit.
Something about that biscuit. Okay, Scott, thank you for the $10 super chat. And then, I think, let me see. Let me make sure I got it right. Okay. Furious for the $5 super chat. Furious, thank you, baby. I got something for you. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Let me get it in here. Let's see what we got. Here we go. Furious. There we go, baby.
Baby, let me tell you something. We need men, all right? So for the women that keep saying, I don't need no man, I don't need no man, I don't need no man, go get your woman in because we tired of hearing that shit. You heard it here first. Yeah.
That's
you heard it there first.
That's nasty. Let me play it one more time, because this is for the people in the back who don't understand English. Here we go.
Baby, let me tell you something. We need men, all right? So for the women that keep saying, I don't need no man, I don't need no man, I don't need no man, go get your woman in, because we're tired of hearing that shit. You heard it here first. Yeah.
We're tired. We're tired of hearing that shit. She right. Okay? Go get you a woman. Go get you a woman. Go eat that grass, baby. Okay? You don't like men. Go eat that grass. Okay? Now, listen. I want to just say this to y'all. Okay? I want to just say this to y'all. Okay? Okay, so now I'm seeing somebody put something in chat. Yes, you are half right. Men make baby mamas. If men don't make them, problem solved. What about baby daddies? If you don't have a relationship with God and the boundaries in place. Okay. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Check this out. Check this out. Before we start, let me get Scott one more time. Scott, I see you. I see you, Scott. I see you, Scott. I see you, Scott. I thought that I would. Let's see. Scott said, I thought I would be appreciated and only wanted a thanks and some respect. I welcomed the challenge and wanted to build with someone who was facing challenges and grow together. Thank you. Scott, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Scott. And most men who come in to save. Let's be clear. When a man come in and take on an already made family, he's coming to save. He's not coming to destroy. The family is already messed up. He's coming to save. So I understand, my brother. Take heed, ain't got no problem with you. I do understand. Now, let's get back to what somebody had put in here about the baby daddies, okay? Cook put that in here about the baby daddies. Let's understand something. Take heed is going to tell you something, and it's going to hurt you, okay? I'm going to tell you something, and this is the uncomfortable truth. Who gives access to the pussy? Let's be clear. I'm about to get raw with y'all right now. Who gives access to the pussy? Who gives it? Who gives access to the pussy? Can a man walk up to you and say, I want the pussy? And you open your legs? Can that? Have anybody ever seen that before? This is grown folks conversation. Let's get in here and tell the truth. Can a man walk up to you and say, I want the pussy? And you open your legs right there? No. Okay, David said Chris Brown can. Okay. David, you play too much. Can a woman... No, check. I'm sorry. Let me repeat that again. Can a man do that? He could do that. That doesn't mean somebody gonna open up their pussy. The woman has the key to sexual healing. She has the key to sexual healing. The man has the key to relationship and marriage. So, if you want this with JJ, we need to be in what? We need to be patient. You want the JJ, we need to be in a solid foundation. We choose to give our BJJ to men. You understand? We choose to give our BJJ to men who are undeserving. Nobody is forcing you to. Just like Scott said, nobody is forcing this unless it's the R word. Scott is right. We welcome all this foolery when we don't choose wisely. That's why I said we don't hold our sisters accountable. We don't. What we do is we give them an excuse to go out here and say, oh, he did this. I'm sorry, I got to charge this phone real quick. He did this and he did that, and it's his fault that I'm pregnant. It's not your fault that you're pregnant. The first thing we tell men when we get pregnant is that, oh, you came in me first. Why did you come in me? Why are you asking him that stupid question? Why are you asking him that stupid question? Do you understand? Why are you asking him that stupid question? Why are you asking him that stupid question? I don't know why the phone is telling me uncharge it. I don't know. Okay. Why are you asking him that stupid question? We don't hold our sisters accountable. We let them do whatever they want to do, and nobody corrects them. And we leave the burden on the men when we are supposed to be responsible. Yahweh has gave women a job to do, and we have messed up this job. Yahweh has given us a job to do, and we have messed up this job. You know how we messed up this job? Do you want to know how we messed up this job? Because we give babies to everybody that are undeserving. Do you know what it is for a woman to have a baby? You are 3 steps from heaven's door. We are giving babies to men who are undeserving of a lineage. Do you know you can be called to glory by giving birth? Do you know how all your bones open for this baby to come out of your womb? You are 3 steps from heaven's door. And we giving babies to men who are undeserving, unwilling to help you raise these kids. And the first thing that we do is that women are helpless. The fathers don't want to be around. I kid you not, I'm going to share something with you. Every woman, before she met her baby daddy, was a good man that was sniffing under her. Every woman, before she met her baby daddy, there was a man of substance sniffing under her. But because it might have been the way he dressed, or the way his haircut is done, or the way he might look, okay, she didn't like him. She didn't like him. And so she went and chose the one who already got 2 and 3 kids already, because he looked good, and all these other women want to sleep with him. So she believed her child is the golden child. Nobody talks about that. How women make foolish choices with men that are not of substance. Nobody talks about that. They always say, it's the baby daddy that's this. Let me share something with you. If a man shows you that he ain't shit, please believe that's what he is. He ain't shit. When he show you he ain't shit, please believe he ain't shit. He has been on 2 sides of the coin, baby. I have been a baby mama, and I'm currently a wife. And I can't tell you how different the experience was when I told my baby daddy that I was pregnant, and when I told my husband that I was pregnant. The experience of my baby daddy telling him that I was pregnant scared me to tell my husband I was pregnant with our first child. Scared the shit out of me. I'm driving this shit home in my Suzuki. Shout out to Suzuki. I'm driving home in my Suzuki and stuff, and I'm wondering, I'm like, how's this man gonna stay with me? I'm thinking like, this man gonna leave me. Mind you, okay? Mind you, I'm married to him. But I'm thinking in my mind as I'm driving home in my Suzuki, my red Suzuki that he bought me, I'm driving home in this Suzuki thinking that this man gonna leave me. In my mind, I'm like, this man is gonna leave me. Because I was terrified to tell him I was pregnant with his child. Do you understand? I had a whole attitude when I came in the house and everything. Ready to argue with this man, thinking this man gonna fight me. You know what this man did? I bust out. Now this is the wrong way to tell your husband that you're pregnant. This is the wrong way. But this is what I said to my husband. He said, what's wrong with you? How did the doctor go? This and that, whatever. I was like, you know what? You know what? I'm just going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you. I had an attitude and everything. I'm just going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you. He said, tell me what? I said, listen, you can pack up all your stuff. You can leave. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you don't have to be with me no more. I don't need you. I make enough money, this and that. I could take care of my baby on my own. And my king looked at me. He said, a baby? I said, yeah, the doctor told me I'm pregnant. I slammed the paper on the table. And I had my hands under the table. You understand? I had my hands under the table. Okay? Yes, it is, my dear. This is costume jewelry. Always wear costume jewelry. Had my hands under the table because I was scared this man was going to hit me. This is the trauma that you're going through from anything you did before. Your foolishness. My foolishness brought me into trauma. Okay? So I had my hands under the table. Okay? He leans in. And I thought he was ready to hit me. So I had my hands balled up. He kissed me on my forehead, y'all, like this. And tears flowed down my face. He said, thank you. I cried. He said, honey, why are you crying? I cried like a big ass baby, y'all. I cried and cried. I couldn't believe it. He said, are you all right? Is everything all right? I'm so happy. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. I'm so happy. Baby, after the first pregnancy, it was like water, baby. I was telling my king after the first baby, I was just walking up telling him, I'm pregnant. He was laughing. It got easier after that. After the first one, it got easier. I'm pregnant. It got so easy after that. And I walked past him, and he'd just lean back in the chair and start laughing. Yeah, it got easy after that. But do you understand the trauma that you go through with a man who doesn't want the baby? Do you understand the trauma that you go through with a man who doesn't want the baby? He just wanted the bajayjay. Oh, of course he knew, green beans. Of course he knew. Men always know. Of course he knew. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? My sisters, I'm going to share something with you. The pregnancies that I had with my king, I would never trade those in for all the money in the world. Do you hear me? For all the money in the world. When I say this man took care of me, when I say this man did everything that a husband of substance was supposed to do, I want to say amen. Because I know the nights when I was a baby mama that I cried. I know the nights that I was alone. I know the times when I went to the doctor, you know what I'm saying, and I was alone. And even when I was carrying my husband's children, There was times I had to go to the doctor on my own, but my king was a phone call away. He would even give me, mind you, I have always been on an allowance because I'm not good with money, y'all. You give me some money, it's gone. It's gone, honey. You give me some money, it's gone. And my king know that. So every time before I go to the doctor office, he'll shoot me a little money. Here go, baby. Get you something to eat. You know, you want something extra, get you something to eat. When I was pregnant, I couldn't do no wrong. I don't care what happened. I don't care what happened. If I took money from the account, I don't care what happened. My king always monitor our accounts, okay? But if I took a little extra for the account, baby, I don't care what happened. He wouldn't say nothing. He'll say, don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get it in overtime. It's all right. I couldn't do no wrong. But baby, once I dropped those babies, I couldn't be touching that account. He'll be all, first of all, fire on the mountain. But when I'm pregnant, anything you want to do, no problem. Anything. He just kept everything calm, everything. Shout out to my king. My sisters, I would rather have a calm pregnancy than have to call somebody all the time and argue with them about them being in their child life and this and that or whatever. There was a man before your baby daddy that wanted to love you, that wanted to wife you. But you wasn't in love with him. You didn't want him. You wanted the roughneck on the corner that everybody talked about how he blow your back out. That's what you wanted. But the man of substance can blow your back out too. Can I get an amen? The man of substance can blow your back out too. I know that. I know y'all like take heed, ain't right. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? We are sitting here missing the man of substance for the Pookie and Rares, and that's why these children are growing up without daddies. Because of our decisions, mama. Mamas, because of our decisions. The foolish decisions that we make. And no content creators are telling these women that, oh, it's the men, it's the men. You give access, baby. If you cross your legs, can't nobody open your legs, baby. If you cross your legs, can't nobody open your legs. And we not talking about the R word. Stop letting these people fool you. Telling you it's not your making. Oh, no, that ain't your fault. That ain't your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. But now you have to learn how to forgive yourself. And you have to make the right choices. But my younger women, I tell you to make those choices beforehand. Make the right choice beforehand. Don't get up here and have mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Mind you, we love the children, but the mistake is with you opening your legs to a man who is not of substance. The child is not the mistake, but you opening your legs is the mistake. You give your womb to men who are undeserving. Some of us don't love ourselves enough to see the truth. And so we ride up on these panels and these shows that cater to women. Oh, it's not your fault. He didn't want to be the father. He didn't want to do right by the child. But if you would have chose Thomas, if you would have chose Thomas, if you would have chose Matthew, if you would have chose Stephen, if you would have chose Malik, if you would have chose these men who were of substance, if you would have chose Daryl, if you would have chose Lamont, these men of substance, you wouldn't have to run around trying to bash men who say they don't want to be with baby mamas. It is not a crime for a man to say he don't want to be with a baby mama. When I was on panels and men would say, I don't want to be with baby mamas, take heed, never took offense to that. I never took offense to that. One content creator on the panel said, I wouldn't mind if Take Heed wasn't married when she was young, that I would have took her on. I laughed so hard, I said, the Take Heed you see now is not the Take Heed when my husband took me on. There was a lot of breaking and the fire and burning going on and teaching. This is the product you see today. With the teaching of my king, I still got some rough edges. But with the product, this is the finished product, baby. This is the finished product, baby. I ain't gonna get nothing. It's here. This is it. This is the finished baking of 18 years. This is it. This is it right here. I want you to understand, when these men get in here and say they don't want to be with a baby mama, stop bashing these men. Stop getting upset with these men. And we brag about, oh, I come with a package. Nobody told you to make yourself a package. Nobody told you to make yourself a package, damn it. We don't hold them accountable for nothing. Scott, thank you for the $10 super chat, baby. I want to give this to you. Check this out right here.
He was a good daddy. Yep. He took care of his kids. I didn't have to worry about it. You know that he loved his kids so much. He took me to court for child support. He took me to court for trying to get custody. We have an old case that says his name versus me. He took me. He was like, yeah, you don't keep me from my baby. You ain't gonna keep my child from me. I'm gonna have custody and you gonna have to come visit. I said, oh, he for real. I done picked him too well. Oh, he got a bitch on the ropes. Oh, he come from a two-family home. I'm a hood rat. He was a good daddy. Yep.
And I'm gonna share something with you. She said her baby daddy is a good daddy. He come from a two-parent home. She said, I'm a hood rat. Take Heed was a hood rat. Raise my hand. My king came from a two-parent home. But my king advised me while we were dating, once we get in this relationship, that's what he told me. Once you accept me, there's no going back. I remember him telling me this. There is no going back. You will be my wife. Oh, baby, you think that hurt me? That just say a lot about you, honey. Okay? Shay, thank you, baby. That just say a lot about you. Look at that nonsense you just wrote, like a kindergartner. Oh, my God. This is the uncomfortable truth, my sisters. If we choose wisely, take your time to open up that BJJ, we'll stop having this problem. A man can't get it unless you give it to him. Shout out to Scott for the $10 super chat, baby. I greatly appreciate you taking time to donate to the channel. To everybody who took time to donate to the channel today, thank you so much. Much love to you all. Now, I'm going to enjoy my 4th of July. I know y'all like, wait a minute, Take Heed. Yes, I celebrate the 4th of July. Yes, I do. I celebrate Juneteenth and the 4th of July. Yes, I do. Okay? All right? I'm not one of those people that get in here talking about, well, this is not my, yes, it is. It's my Independence Day. It's my Independence Day. I celebrate 4th of July. Okay? So, guys, God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I got to go, baby. I got to go. Okay? I got to go aggravate my king like I always do. Okay, even though the aggravation started like at 2 in the morning, but I'm just letting you know. Let me continue my aggravation. Okay, all right. I had to stop in just a little bit. My king said he only get rest when I come up here. Okay, once I come up here and I'm finished, then he don't get no more rest. So he only gets the rest while I come up here. Okay. And that, listen, sir, I'm sorry. I just want to say that to you. I apologize for always aggravating you. But I like it. I like it. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful holiday. Enjoy the backyard, baby. Enjoy the backyard and enjoy your neighbors, okay? To all my neighbors, you will not begin to plate this 4th of July. You will not begin to plate this 4th of July. Yes. Yes, times is hard. You will not begin to plate this 4th of July, okay? Because I'm tired of giving plates and nobody get plates back. Yes, y'all have become greedy. So we not going to do that this year, okay? My king said be nice. We will not be being nice this year. Okay? Much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful holiday. Y'all stay safe. Thank you for liking, subscribing to the channel. To everybody who did today, thank you for all the donations. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubnragsfashion.com. Mercari, POSHMARK, and eBay. The links is in our bio. If you scroll to the top of the page, you will see shop or store. That is for the merch, okay, in YouTube. Scroll to the top of the page, you will see shop or store. If you're interested, okay, y'all get in here, get in here and buy hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, all that good stuff. And if you want to donate after the channel is off, the Cash App and Venmo is in my bio. And if you want to donate now, the super chat is up and available, okay? Much love to you all, okay? And we're going to go out with the last song of the day. Here we go. He was a good daddy.
He was a good daddy. Yep. He took care of his kids. I didn't have to worry about it.